Now that you've received your new reduced fare permit in the mail, you might be wondering how it can be used. This video will show you how to use a reduced fare permit on the CTA, use a reduced fare permit on PACE, transfer between CTA and PACE while using your permit, use a reduced fare permit on Metra, transfer between Metra and CTA or PACE while using your permit. Part 1. Using your reduced fare permit on the CTA. For some of you, the Chicago Transit Authority's buses and L trains are the main form of transit you'll be riding with your reduced fare permit.
The exact steps you need to take when using your reduced fare permit will differ based on whether you're riding a CTA bus or L train. If you try using your reduced fare permit before you have loaded money onto it, the Automated Fare Collection Unit, or AFC, will indicate there is no money on your permit. Since your permit is empty and you're paying with cash, your fare will be $1 instead of the regular reduced fare price of 85 cents. Anytime you pay with cash on a CTA bus, even if you have your reduced fare permit with you, it will cost $1 instead of 85 cents. When you're taking a CTA train, you will not be able to pay your fare with cash as you board. Instead, you can use the Transit Card Vending Machine, or TCVM, at a CTA station to load money onto your reduced fare permit. You can place between 5 cents and $100 onto your permit. For every $10 purchased, the CTA awards reduced fare customers with a 10% bonus. You can also use an express vending machine to load money onto your permit using a bank card. Values between $5 and $25 can be added at nickel increments using your Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover card. The 10% bonus for every $10 added also applies to the express vending machine. After you load your permit with an amount of money, insert it into the turnstile as you would with any CTA transit card, and walk to your boarding area for your train. You can also visit a CTA station TCVM to load money onto your permit and then use it when you ride the bus. For a complete list of all TCVM locations, please visit the CTA's fare page at www.transitchicago.com.
There are also other ways to pay your fare if you are a CTA reduced fare permit holder. The CTA offers transit cards and passes at a reduced price for those with reduced fare permits. Since you can purchase reduced fare transit cards or passes at AVMs, go to a participating merchant location, such as Jewel, Dominick's, Walgreens, or CVS, and purchase a CTA reduced fare 30-day pass or reduced fare transit card pack there. The 30-day pass costs $35 and allows you to ride both CTA buses and trains as many times as you want during 30 consecutive days, beginning with the first time you use it. The transit card pack includes 2 cards preloaded with $8.50 each. While the pack itself costs only $15.30, it actually includes enough preloaded money for 20 reduced fare rides at 85 cents each.
Now you're ready to ride a CTA bus or train with whichever fare type works best for you. On a CTA bus, you can pay with your reduced fare permit, transit card, or 30-day pass simply by sliding them through the automated fare collection when you board the bus. To pay with a CTA transit card, simply insert it into the unit and then show the operator your reduced fare permit. To pay with a 30-day pass, first insert the 30-day pass into the unit and then follow with the reduced fare permit. Again, if you are riding a CTA train, to pay with a 30-day card, insert the card into the turnstile, followed by your reduced fare permit. Unlike the bus, to pay with the reduced fare transit card, insert that card into the turnstile, followed by your reduced fare permit. Both units will automatically take the reduced fare, which is 85 cents, off your reduced fare permit or transit card. Again, if you are using a 30-day pass, you are permitted unlimited rides on both buses and trains for 30 consecutive days, beginning with the first time you use the pass. If you're ever unsure about how to pay your fare, please feel free to ask a bus operator. They are there to help.
When you transfer to another CTA bus or train, just repeat the steps already shown to pay your fare. The charge for your first transfer is 15 cents and the second is free, as long as both transfers are made within 2 hours of when you boarded the first bus or train. However, remember that if you're paying with cash on the CTA bus, it will cost $1 every time you board. Part 2. Using a reduced fare permit on PACE. While some of you may be riding the CTA with your reduced fare permit, others will want to use it to ride PACE suburban buses.
Just like with the CTA, if you want to use your permit itself to pay for your fare, you will need to visit a CTA transit card vending machine to load money onto your permit. If you try to use your reduced fare permit before you have loaded money onto it, the automated fare collection unit will indicate that there is no money on your permit. Even though your reduced fare permit is empty and you are paying with cash, your fare will be 85 cents, the regular reduced fare price. Similar to the CTA, PACE suburban riders also have other ways to pay their fares. Go to either a PACE building location or one of the participating merchant locations, such as Jewel, Dominic's, Walgreens, or CVS, and purchase a PACE Reduced Fare Commuter Club Card 30-day pass or PACE 10 Ride Plus ticket. The Commuter Club card costs $30 and allows you to ride as many times as you want during 30 consecutive days, beginning with the first time you use it. The 10 Ride Plus ticket costs $8.50, which equals 10 rides at the 85 cents reduced fare price. However, the transit card allows you to ride 11 times for the price of 10. Now you're ready to ride a PACE bus with whichever fare type works best for you. Paying on PACE buses is similar to how you pay on CTA buses. Just like with the CTA, if you decide to load money onto your permit itself, simply slide it through the automated fare collection unit when you board a PACE bus. The unit will automatically take the reduced fare off your permit. Paying with a different PACE pass also requires you to slide that pass through the unit. Note, however, that this only applies to the 10 Ride Plus ticket with a magnetic strip. If you buy the punch-out version of the ticket, hand the ticket to the operator when you board to have your ticket punched. After the 11th ride, your ticket will be empty. Transferring and paying with your loaded reduced fare permit or transit card is the same on PACE as it is on the CTA. On your first bus, the fare is 85 cents. Your first transfer is 15 cents, and your second is free, as long as both transfers are made within 2 hours of when you boarded your first bus. The initial amount will automatically be taken off of the card when you swipe it. However, if you're using the 10 Ride Plus card and plan to transfer, the extra 15 cents is not included with the ticket. And remember, continuing to pay with cash on a PACE bus will still cost only 85 cents, the regular reduced fare price, as long as you have your reduced fare permit with you. However, if you plan to transfer while paying with cash, pay $1 on the first bus to receive a paper transfer. Show the paper transfer along with your reduced fare permit when you make your first transfer to verify that you have already paid the 15 cents transfer fare. Your second transfer is free. This must all be done within 2 hours of your first bus ride.
Part 3. Transferring between CTA and PACE. It's possible for reduced fare riders of both CTA and PACE to transfer between the two systems. This section will explain how to use the previously described payment methods when transferring between CTA and PACE.
When you transfer from a CTA bus to PACE and vice versa while paying with cash, you will pay a $1 fare every time you board a CTA bus and 85 cents fare every time you board a PACE bus. There is no transfer rate between the two when paying with cash. CTA does not accept PACE paper transfers. Remember to always have your permit with you to receive a reduced fare price when paying with cash. When you transfer from a CTA bus or train to PACE and vice versa while paying with your reduced fare permit, you will pay 85 cents the first time you board a vehicle, 15 cents for the first transfer, and then the second transfer is free as long as both transfers are made within 2 hours of your first ride. Transfer rates apply to any transfer combination of the two systems, whether you go from CTA to PACE or PACE to CTA.
The CTA transit card packs are accepted on both CTA and PACE. Regular reduced fare transfer rates apply when transferring between the two systems. PACE transit cards are only accepted on PACE, so they cannot be used if you transfer to the CTA. CTA 30-day passes are accepted on both CTA and PACE. PACE Commuter Club cards are only accepted on PACE, so they also cannot be used if you transfer to the CTA. Part 4. Using your reduced fare permit on Metra. For Metra riders, using your reduced fare permit will be different from what you've seen so far for CTA and PACE.
If you only plan to ride Metra, there is no reason to load money onto your permit. You will not use your permit itself to buy a Metra ticket. When you purchase a Metra ticket, simply show your reduced fare permit to the agent to receive the reduced fare price based on your zone. You will then purchase your ticket using cash, check, debit, or credit. Note that if you wait to purchase your ticket on the train itself, you will have to pay a $3 surcharge if an agent is available. After you board your train, show your ticket to the conductor as you normally would. Be sure to have your reduced fare permit with you in case the conductor asks to see it. There is no transfer rate for transferring from a Metro train to a Metro train. Every train ride will cost the regular price for a reduced fare ticket.
Part 5. Transferring between Metra and CTA or PACE. There is no transfer rate between Metra and CTA or Metra and PACE. Each Metra, CTA, and PACE fare will equal the regular reduced fare amount. Follow the instructions previously described when using each individual service. Remember that your reduced fare permit is meant to make taking public transit as easy as possible for you. If you ever have any questions or concerns about how to use your permit, please call RTA Customer Service at 312-913-3110. Thank you for watching this tutorial video on how to use your reduced fare permit, brought to you by the Regional Transportation Authority, the oversight agency for public transportation in northeastern Illinois.